Hello, everybody. Good evening from the Gambia and compliments of the season. Merry Christmas to you. And I'm sure I won't see you till 2026. So Happy New Year. This is Pastor Forbes here at JAAMA TV, our radio vision station online, bringing you greetings. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you somebody who I'm going to chat with. In the last 10 days, she has got me thinking hard and deep. And I must say, joyfully, my pockets were also touched. I have here with me Mrs. Isatou Jallow. She is the founder, CEO of Jollof Care Centre, a center that does something all of us would want to do. And I'm just really blown away by her heart for people. Isatou, welcome to JAAMA TV.
Thank you very much, Pastor.
Wow. So just about 10 days ago, we met.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing you anywhere before when we met, maybe.
No.
But we met and you really, really impacted me. Tell us a little bit about Jollof Care Centre. Let's start there, then this is a chat, so nothing journalistic. We'll just have a good time talking.
All right. Thank you very much once again for having me here. Jollof Care Centre was registered in the Gambia on the 28th of December 2023, just like few days before 2024 starts. So it's a charity foundation that rehabilitates and reintegrates ex-prisoners and returnees, 80 to 85% prisoners, so they focus into the society by helping them acquire skills. We enroll them into various TVETs. And while they are in the prison, we offer them mental health support. We go there twice a week, every Tuesday for the male inmates, and every Thursday for the female inmates. We go there, offer them mental health support, and that's everything about Jollof Care.
I'm scratching my head, Isatou, because how did this start? I am guessing is your dad a doctor, your mother a nurse, something humanitarian, an orphanage? How did this start?
My mom is just was just a housewife, and my father was working in a hotel, so they're basically unrelated.
No
totally,
here.
yes. And I don't have any family members working in the prison sector or who has been in prison. The previous the original plan was to have a rehabilitation clinic here to help the drug addicts, kind of like a private clinic for the drug addicts, because there is none in the Gambia. So while I was developing the business plan, all fingers were pointing to prisons. Wow. So I'm like, what would we do to help them? Because most of the, especially the male inmates, most of them are in there because of drug trafficking or drug-related things. So that's how all this started. And then I met one or two of them, and then they told me that I asked them what would they want to do if they come out of prison. And some were saying that business, but then the others were saying like they want to learn skills because they couldn't afford the tuition for to go and enroll in this TVET. They usually go sell whatever they're selling, and then when they get the money, instead of enrolling themselves, they just put it somewhere else. So because of that, so they kind of like stuck. So that's why I said to myself, before we start the rehabilitation clinic, why not start a charity foundation and see how best we can help them from prison right outside. So that's how I started the whole thing. And well, it was just supposed to be when they come out of prison and then go there offer them mental health support. But then it went beyond that. We realized that there is a lot of things that needs to be done in them for the prisoners, so that they will not go back to prison. Wow. And those who are out again, there's a lot of things that needs to be done. And so, well, here we are. We're still crawling, though. Hopefully we'll reach that.
And you are carrying this whole thing on your head.
Exactly.
Plus your salary, maybe your husband's salary, children's school fee, all.
Everything.
What satisfaction did you get from this?
A lot. Especially when I always tell the female inmates, whenever I go there, like when they're having birthdays, I usually buy cakes every Thursday. Like just this past Thursday, I wasn't feeling very well, but I had to take a birthday cake for someone was having.
And a cake is something like 253, 4,000.
Exactly. Anyways, they love cakes. They love those with their sweet tooth. So so whenever the joy I see from them, the happiness whenever I go there and play music and they're dancing, just that is even if somebody is to give me a salary of 1 million and it's either with the 1 million or seeing their faces, I'll rather see their faces than the 1 million because it means a lot to me. And sometimes we're all, we all suffer from stress, depression, but just thinking about that really keeps me going. So sometimes it's tough, really, like especially when I just started, the financial aspect was really tough. So I will just go to the bank, and the bank has been really very, very supportive, Trust Bank. And I will just go take loan.
Yes, that's Nilan Senghor.
Nilan has been very, very supportive.
We know. The woman that's winning all the awards in the country.
I know. So yeah,
well, I hope the other banks are listening to this because
we hope we hope more
Trust
partnership. Exactly. Wow. So whenever I'll just go there, apply for personal loan, and now I've reached the ceiling, and I'm like, my account officer, like, we're not going to give you anything. But then
And this is not for you. This is to help other
it's
people.
not. Yeah, it's for the prisoners and the returnees, but focus is on the prisoners and when they come out.
Is there any success story you can share with me? Somebody who has left Mile 2 or Joshua or Janjangbure for that matter. And okay, you're shaking your head. Tell me just one.
I can think
Male
of
or
just
female, I don't
one
mind.
because right now we have about 25 of them mentee. We call them mentees who are in prison, and they are enrolled in various activities. They are doing tailoring. Some are doing auto mechanic. Others are doing hairdressing and makeup.
Wow.
Because I can just say two of them. Like, I'll just give you one. She was in Mile 2. We met there, and then we helped her to come out. So when she came out, we enrolled her in the at one Bakote Production Innovation Center.
Okay.
They're also one of our partners. So we taught them. Okay, before I even go there,
take your time.
we had this support from the Ministry of Trade.
Okay.
She trades in Gambia Hub, and then they gave us the support to start the training for the female inmates. They did the bidding, and I forgot to bring my stuff. I should have brought them here, the products that they do, and also tie and dye batik. So from there, we usually buy materials for them and give it to them. Then when they make bags, key holders, we sell it for them, especially during the trade fairs, which also supported by the Ministry of Trade. So we will just sell everything, and the process, everything will go back to them. So they were very, very comfortable with that. One of the officers, Fatunjai, she was very, very supportive, and then also she really cares about the prisoners. So she would teach them. She would just go in their cells, sit on their beds, and teach them how to do the bidding.
Wow.
So from there, one of them was really, really very good at it. So she came out. Then she was like, she wants to do when I enrolled her in the tailoring, because I was trying to sell the idea to her that she can learn the tailoring, and then she can be using the beads, and she's very creative though. And she was like, no problem. So when she started,
I remember seeing when you came to the office, you had
exactly, that's what I was saying. I should have brought my stuff here.
I've seen them, so I know.
Yeah. So when she just started the tailoring, she found it very challenging because she couldn't get the straight line. So she would just call me and be like, Isatou, really, I cannot do this tailoring. Give me money, yes, to buy the beads. I said, no, just continue. You can do it, because you couldn't do before you couldn't do the beading. Now you are very good at it. So now, just this past October, she started in March. So this past Tobaski, she saw her husband and her son's Tobaski outfit.
Wow.
And she showed me the picture, and then she's so happy now. I think she's always the first one to go to this school. So she's really, really trying, and I'm so proud of her. And one of them also graduated yesterday. She was doing tailoring level 2.
Look at that.
She graduated, but on Thursday, she graduated on Thursday. So unfortunately, I couldn't because of I couldn't attend it.
Yes.
Yeah, I really wanted to, but anyways, she will understand.
Because it's not just, I think the global term these days, it's correctional facilities.
Exactly.
It's not so much imprisonment. It's a correctional facility, because people have gone into such facilities for all kinds of reasons. Some self-inflicted, some just maybe somebody, who knows, was a shorty for somebody who jumped bail or left it, so they're not necessarily criminal.
Exactly.
But while their time is limited and their freedom is curtailed, they can still do something.
Exactly.
And you have come on board to help with that. And that's just something phenomenal. Tell me about the bakery. There's a bakery project I know that you talked to me about. Tell me about that.
Yeah, actually, it's the prison management, wanted to have a bakery in the Mile 2.
Okay.
So they stopped at the beam stage, the Lento stage, and they couldn't continue. So the building has been there for a long time,
without a roof.
Without Yeah, the
anything,
roof and
ceiling roof
anything.
and-
Yeah, but it's almost like almost ready.
Mm.
So I spoke to the DG because anytime I go to Malta, I'm always looking at this building and thinking of what I can really do at this building. So then when he told me that, then I was told, because I'm not very familiar with Banjul, I don't know much about Banjul. So I was told that there is no bakery in Banjul. The nearest bakery is Hamza. I think they do like this local, yes, opposite a mile too. But mostly 99% they buy it from Joshua. So I'm like, before going all the way to Joshua, why not just like have this bakery at a mile to a modern bakery, and then they will be buying it from there, and then at least the Gambia, the prison management will be able to use the revenue to take better care of the prison without waiting for the government to support on always. And then not only that, whenever I go there to meet the female inmates, most of them, they will tell me that I want to learn how to bake cake, to be selling it, birthday cakes to sell it, because for them, some of them are saying that it's fast money, at least they'll be able to reintegrate quickly.
Yes.
So we plan to like divide the bakery into two. Once it's ready, we plan to divide it into two. We'll have the actual bakery at the back, and then the classroom would be in front. We plan to have an MOU with or partner with some chefs that they will be going there weekly or maybe twice a week to teach the inmates, both the male and the female, even though they don't mix them. But maybe on Tuesdays would be for the female inmates, and on maybe Thursdays would be for the male inmates, whoever is interested. Then they can at least they will go there and learn, and they will be certified. And once they come out, it's easy. Oh yeah, we'll just try and get them grants here and there, and or fix them into maybe hotels or restaurants that they can work. And talking about the correctional center, the government through especially the Gambia Prisons and Service Management, under the leadership of DG Ansumana Mane, he has really been focusing on that of rehabilitating the prisoners. Now, right now, I think they also partnered with Inside Training. I found them there. They are training them on like skills like electrical installation, solar installation, etc. So that's why when I went to him and I told him this, he really supported. He just like welcomed me and was like, this is what he wanted. Like he was always concerned, like when they come out of prison, what next? Because some of them, they will start like maybe they don't even complete the course and then they are released. Now they are kind of like half, they haven't completed, and then they are there. So yeah, so he was worried about that. So normally when they are leaving, they give me a list, because I have an MOU. I sign an MOU with the Gambia Prisons and Service. So once they come out of before they come out, they will give me the list of, let's say, next month who's coming out. Then I will meet them, sell the idea of Jollof Care to them, at least to earn their trust. So once they are comfortable, then they give me the correct numbers, because normally they don't give correct numbers when they are there.
Wow.
Yeah, so when they come out, then I also give them my numbers. Some of them don't have numbers because they've been there for a long while and their numbers are no longer working. So I give them my number. So when they come out, they'll call me. Just today, someone called me, one lady. She's been there for like, since I started going there 2024, last year. She was there and she told me that she was released on I went there on Thursday. She went to court. So when I today, she told me that she's been released and she's going back home. I was like, oh, that's good. And that stories like that is really what we want to hear. And then that girl, she's been, I know when she goes back, wherever she is, she will really
do something.
Yes, do something.
Wow. Breathtaking, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the chat I have. This is just a chat with different people, Gambians, non-Gambians, male, females, doing all kinds of things. And if you just tuned in, this is Mrs. Isatou Jallow, CEO, founder of Jollof Care Centre. She has an MOU with the Gambia Prison Services. She's doing phenomenal things. I'm going to keep the big thing for last, because that one we need you to come on board. But tell me, Isatou, you met a particular inmate who was wearing the same shirt since he got in there. How do we help?
Yeah, you have numerous inmates like that, like they're arrested and then they sometimes they're even convicted, or they're arrested and they are taken there in the same clothes, and they don't have family members.
And most of them are non-Gambians, so that's why
Non-Gambians,
they don't have
exactly.
family members here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Even some of them Gambians, their family members disown them because, of course, they've been going in
Stigma.
and in and in of
Okay.
prison, and they just like kind of lost hope in them. So the prisons, they give them clothes. The management, they usually give them clothes, but then it's not enough.
Yeah.
The more they have, they keep it for them. They will always have a new people coming in. So that is something really. The last time I was speaking to one of the officers, and then when he told me that a friend of mine helped with just, it wasn't much.
Yeah.
A small, like a suitcase or full of clothes that I gave to them. At least it will help them. By the way, they even have a clinic there, a clinic in Mile 2 with ward and all, but then they really, really need support. Not long ago, I had support from various pharmacies like Stop Step. They were very, very. They really came out full force.
Wow.
And Banjul, I think it was like a Kairaba pharmacy, yeah, and some pharmacy. One of the secretary, the president of the pharmacy council, yeah, association called he's a brother. So when I mentioned the Jollof Care thingy to him, he really helped. He connected me with those pharmacies, and I got some medication which really helped. So if people really want to support, that's also one area they can support. They can support like the pharmacies or even medical equipment, because they have a lab there, and then if they have equipment there, but if they have more would be
The more the
really
better.
good. Exactly. I usually have some support, like equipment support, medical equipment support from Ecomet, Ibrahim and Nyasi. They also every year I will just go and
Hey,
say, I need
Nyasi,
this.
You need to come and do your segment 2, public speaking.
I'll just go and say, Ibrahim, I need
Yes.
this. And anytime I go, he just
He's
say,
a passionate, good guy. Anyway.
oh yeah, and you just come
I'm
and
not
say,
surprised.
bring, let's see what we can do. And it's never small. And certainly we also partnered with CS Painting to paint Mile 2.
Wow.
That guy also, actually, I just approached him. I needed I think it was 5 buckets of paint to paint the infirmary in the and also the female wing. But this guy went all out. He like painted the fence, some offices, the visitors room, the female cells, and he spent like close to $500,000, and that's just phase 1. Phase 2 is coming.
Well,
So it's
and this is why I brought you here, Isatou, because there are people out there. I know there's the official CSR, corporate social responsibility, but especially in this Christmas season, goodwill, there are people who just should be able to do something. You as I said, you touched me that day, and you see what I did. Not only did I bring my little,
no, that's not little.
I
That's
pushed
too
somebody
much.
to bring his little too. And for those of you online, I'm sure her details are there, WhatsApp, phone number. Just reach out to Isatou and let's see how we can do something. And so it's clothing, it's medical supplies, it's literature, which brings me to the library. So she is doing everything in there. And this is why I brought you, because it really touched my heart that somebody is doing this that much in collaboration with government, with different people. You could have just kept quiet and said, well, which is my own. And because there's nothing. I haven't checked you, but you've told me it's not as if dad was this, mom was that. You have one cousin who goes in and out all the time, but you just gave yourself to this. The literacy part of it. Tell us a little bit about it.
They were having a library in the male wing at Mile 2. But it was like old, and you have only like this non like fiction books, books there, and they were very damp. The place was really not good. So last year we made it as one of our
Projects.
projects.
Is that the picture you showed me?
Yes, the picture. That's the picture.
Wow.
So we had support from the National Food Security, Mr. Mohammed Yai and
Okay.
Dr. Thomas.
Okay.
And so what happened is we had a list of, even next year we have that as well, a list of activities we intend to embark on with their budget. So I met with the chief of staff then, Mr. Modke Sise. I explained everything. I introduced the foundation to him and then also told him about the activities. So he really assisted by writing, by helping to connect me with some SOEs, the state-owned enterprises.
Right.
So I met them, and they were taking, like, institutions were just taking various activities they wish to do. Yes, we have GRA supported, and you have Social Security, NAWEC, PURA.
Wow.
And National Food Security. Yes, and so they came out. They now National Food Security, they wanted the library, so we painted the library by I bought wood for the shelves.
Beautiful shelves.
And do you know those shelves were made by the prisoners and supervised by because I want them to kind of like feel that ownership, a bit of it.
You know, there's this, I don't know whether I've ever had the name Billy Graham, this big Christian leader. He died a couple of years ago. He, in his will, he said that his coffin should have been made by some male prisoners in a particular prison that was special to him. And they made this beautiful wooden thing. Wow. Simple but beautiful. So those shelves,
even the painting, I wish I still have the pictures of when they were walking. And yeah, so they painted even the ceiling, everything, the cardboard, they did everything. And I got support from the National Library. They gave me books. No, they don't only give, they did just not give me books. They also helped me with the arrangement of the books on the shelves.
Okay.
And also even offer to train 2 officers, one male, and yes, and now the guy is the one managing the library there with of course he's training also an inmate, and you also have a female officer doing the same thing for the female wing. Even though the place is very small, we just have one shelf and with books, you know. So we also got support from Timbuktu. Wow. Mr. Jan, wow. And because of now course. You know prisons now, they as I said, DG Mane is really very in for, you know, the rehabilitation of the prisoners. So I think they work something out with NAWEC. Now prisoners are doing private UAS while in prison there. So I kind of like got some academic books. Yes, they are doing WAEC. Yes,
they are.
Yes. Oh. The private was. So now you also so that's why I got some academic books like from Timbuktu and from National Library as well, and a brother also supported Aliu Badara. So he got a container full of books, so he just say, Ajaja, just go and take as much as you can,
and you're getting more too.
Yes, but then as I've mentioned, we have but we need, if we can get more books, like especially the religious books, yes.
And these are just basically for adult male and females. You don't, there are no children there, of course.
We haven't started Joshua yet because, as I've said, it needs a lot of financial thing. Even at Joshua, there is no library. Part of our 2026 activity is to have a library at Joshua as well.
Children's books, young people's books.
Everything would be.
All right. I'm sure somebody is listening somewhere. Contact her. Her details are there. And, you know, your children are now parents, and you are a great grandfather, mother, and the books are just there. Robin Hood and whoever, Sundiata Keita, let them go. Let them go. And, all right, so please, this is a question I need to ask your husband, so I'm sure he's listening. Sir, does she talk in her sleep? Because I'm sure the plans, okay, we need a library, we need a bakery, we need clothing, we need that. So does she talk in her sleep? Do you talk in your sleep?
I have no idea, but I don't think so.
I'm going to tell your husband to put a recorder by you. I said, no, take time will be, no, he needs to read this book. No, bake the bread. But you cannot do anything meaningful without passion. Yeah. So I see your passion. If you were running for politics that day, you got my vote fully. As you know, I brought somebody else for his vote, and I'm bringing all these people in the Gambia, outside the country. Just get in touch with Mrs. Isatou Jallow and support. 7 years down the line, it will be a different thing. And I'm now hearing that it looks like a new correctional facility is going to be built somewhere. And there can never be enough for skills training, TVET, books, and all that, religious institutional information, and for children. And one day you'll be heading all the way to Janjanbureh.
Exactly. I not yet. I'm waiting. I plan to go there. I'm just waiting for the dust to settle a little bit for these two projects, and I will head there and at least see there also and see what we can do for them. I've been to Joshua, and in fact, I'm planning to partner with Gambia Football Federation.
GFF,
to have a football field in both Joshua and Mile 2. Mile 2 is just gonna be like this beach football, like sand and all. Yeah. And for Joshua, it's gonna be, because that's gonna be a long-term project. It's gonna be an enclosed football field that at least they can come out and be playing there. So this perimeter football.
And one day they can join one club or something. And
that's the plan. At least they will have
United. You are the CEO, and scouts are looking for players, and we'll tell them, wait, when this guy comes out.
In fact, they even plan to get a coach to be going there maybe once or twice a month to train them. And once the good ones you've said, they will kind of like look for a team for them.
So this mindset that people may have heard and might still have, that he's in prison, just leave him there, leave her there. Can you address that and maybe talk to people through that mic and on how we should love one another, how we should just look out for people, because you never know tomorrow?
That is something that's really, I don't know. I always say, I just wish that people, that's why I'm always in for people going to Mile 2 or Joshua or the prisons just to visit. Yes. And not everybody in Mile 2 or Joshua or in prison in general is a criminal. Some are there on mistake. It could happen to anybody. Some maybe they are just driving their cars and just hit somebody, and then the person dies, and they are taken to prison. So it's just society. I always tell them that. For me, I always tell them those in prison that I don't see them as criminals. Everybody has a reason for doing something. You have some there, maybe just 1 or 2%. They are hardcore, honestly. But you have some.
Should have a second chance.
Exactly. Just give them just show them the support, the care, and I think that's one thing. Like whenever I go there, you just hear them calling me. People that are even older than me, they call me auntie. Auntie or Jaja. So and whenever you see the way they always come to me, because for me, I just see them as my own like brothers or sisters. I just don't see them as somebody like who should be scared of, or they are like criminals. Even as I've said, everybody has a reason for doing whatever they do. So we just shouldn't condemn them for whatever takes them to prison. We should just at least care for them, listen to them. If they are on the wrong path, just show them the care, and you see how they will come to the right path. I've seen some before they start before they left. I've seen how they were in prison, and then once they joined my program as well, like enroll in various TV, there was this guy. The guy never smiles. He was just like this always, and was wearing the cap, always. I was like. So he was part of the NYSS, because I have an MOU with them. Every year they give me 10 years for my people.
Wow.
So at their passing out, the guy was smiling. I was like, so you have this set of white teeth, yeah. So, and then I came to realize that because he confided in me that people they have been like kind of saying that you are from prison, so he has temper, so he doesn't want to have any problem. That's why he just toxic corner, like so.
Anger management classes can handle that. So
exactly. So
social support can handle that.
So for me, I give them my numbers anytime they want to call, talk to anybody. my phone is always on 24/7. They will just call me and talk to me, unless even then they call me and I'm saying, okay, now I'll call out, but give them just 2 minutes. They will call me back again. I'm like, no. But
so the pathway to the rehabilitation center is set. I can see that, because with all this support, you should be able to do that. But I'm glad you've mentioned so many institutions, but they also support other projects. And I'm sure there are more institutions that can come on board. So for books, for clothing, for food supplies,
for bakery,
for the bakery. You have this bakery. So the bakery, who are we targeting? The construction people, eh?
Yes, the construction, and also to get the equipment, like the oven. It's not a big. It's just a.
I'm sure they are hearing us. We call them bottom number tanker. They need to come on board. At least I squeezed one the other day.
Exactly.
So I'm having breakfast with another one soon.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to squeeze him.
That's good.
Let me cry a little bit. So the big one, Christmas Day. Christmas Day. You want to do a feeding program. Tell us about it.
It's a drive. We calling it feeding all inmates in Mile 2. That day we're taking over their kitchen. Of course, we're working with their officers and also some prisoners. We're partnering with the one group called Gastronomy Gambia, Chef Boja. Exactly.
All right.
The chefs, we've already visited Mile 2. So when we left,
the Chef Boja.
Hi,
Chef.
So they're saying, like, when I left that day, when I was telling, I left, and somebody was telling me that the prisoner said on Christmas Day, then you enjoy, then you're like a correct. But that is the thing, because at least we decided to have at least twice a year to go there and have something, at least to cook good food. They're having good food, but at least to cook like outside food for them. We plan to to feed all the, as I've said, all the inmates, both convict, remand, and those in confinement. So at least so they will come, we'll cook everything, and then hopefully we'll even have dinner for them. Maybe just not fancy, maybe chura gerte.
Well, come
That's
on,
something.
Come on, let's lift it. It's Christmas Day. I want to eat
No, but then the lunch is gonna be chicken. We plan to have chicken benechi.
All right, and dessert, some chakri, some cakes. Come on, let's make it happen, guys.
Yeah, if you have the support, why not?
Why not? Let's make it happen, folks. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, at least because there is one guy. In fact, the female inmates, normally whenever I usually go there, Easter, I just buy a food stuff. I ask them what they want to buy, what they want to cook. So when they tell me, I buy the ingredients, I go there, we cook all, like, that's only for the female inmates. So we cook there together, we bring music set, or we invite artists. Hussein Dada will go there, but hopefully we'll have more artists come on board. And then for Tobaski or Korite, we also go there. For my birthdays also, I usually celebrate with them. We just buy shape and then just go after there with snacks. And, at least for the female, I
am having some ideas running around my head, Mrs. Jallow, birthdays and things like that.
Exactly.
Right, we'll talk some more.
No worries.
We'll talk some more.
No worries.
I am having some ideas.
No worries.
I know quite a lot of music artists who can. We'll talk more, but guys, maybe you're even a musician. You're hearing us. Maybe you're somebody with a PA system, because it's our own brothers and sisters. Even if they're not Gambian, it's our own humanity brothers and sisters. So Christmas, do you have a figure? How many people are you thinking about feeding?
About 1,000 people.
1,000.
So that's quite a lot. We're looking at close to 26 cartons of chicken legs. So I was
please talk into that camera slowly. Slowly. I want somebody to come on board. 26 cartons of chicken legs. You can get that from the supermarket. You can get it anywhere.
Yeah.
You can. And then the lohati.
The canis, the cani villages.
Raha bisabtam the faneka.
no, Chef Mune do the frank, and there's something he's gonna do. So
Chef.
I trust him.
Okay, all right.
I trust him.
All right. And one job, Dita, Dahar.
Exactly. We have all those. We will really appreciate if we have all that. Yeah, because 4,000, and they are really looking forward to that that Christmas Day and yeah. And Tobaski Day, hopefully.
And so maybe you want to start institutionalizing this Christmas, Tobaski, maybe Korite, Easter, you just take this 4 times or whatever their birth. And of course, Isatou Jallow's birthday too. You can't forget that one. And just have a great time.
Maybe your birthday, we can even do it there.
I say I'm having ideas. I just told you that. I'm having ideas, I think all the celebrations have been done. I'm 61 now. I think all the celebrations. Maybe before I get to 70, we can do mile two, Joshua.
Joshua and Jajambure, in fact.
Well, you demo feature for.
No, then they feature them. I'm saying thank you, feature.
Why feature?
No worries.
So you need support for that.
Yes.
So it's bags of rice, it's oil, it's sugar, it's everything.
Anything that we can get, we'll appreciate it. I was telling Chef, I was hearing the chicken the from Mankembari. I was like, no.
Yes, but let me just talk to those of you who are watching. We're having fun here, but it's about helping. One of the things that we have prided ourselves in as a country, and I hope we still have it, was we always used to say that this is a country that if you get hungry, it's because you want to get hungry. Because if you walked into a Gambian home, Komninko Hamon, Banjo people, Gambians, you walk into a house and they're having lunch, it's simple. Can you? You wash your hand or take a spoon, you are there. They don't want to know where you come from. They don't want to know your tribe. They don't want to know your religion. They don't want to know. Can you? And that spirit of togetherness and oneness, you just appear in somebody's side. Their nations have been told, even in Africa, if they are eating and you visit them, they give you a newspaper to read. We don't know that. Can you and then you have your mother, your auntie, she has a way of putting the finger to remove the beef and the fish and
exactly.
Beautiful. So let's help. Folks, Mrs. Jallow's details are there. Jollof Care Centre, you can pull them up even on Facebook. She can't be sitting here and calling parastatals, SOEs, and companies because she's making them up. They have supported. I have supported. I'm still going to support. And I'm calling on my friends to also come on board. And let's lift ourselves. Sometimes you scan through social media and you think all is bad. Because the noise is a lot. But we want to see noise like this and say, I want to put that. It's maybe like what happens in the hospitals, this Gamtel ward, SSF, the pride. And when you said trust bank, I thought, of course, of the French would say, mais oui, of course, it's trust bank, come on. But it also has to be Zenith, Access, EcoBank, it has to be GT, it has to be Reliance, Takaf, it has to be everybody, and not just CSR, yes, but let's come on. So people will one day say, I will never forget Christmas Day 2025. The man like a berega. It was like, ooh.
Especially Jola Axeri.
Man boku machire.
Jola Axeri,
everybody, because Hana Jola Axeri, but Isatou, it really was a joy meeting you, and I promise you will hear back from me. There are things rolling around my head, so I'm going to be talking to Mrs. Forbes, I'm going to be talking to Jillian Forbes, I'm going to be talking to the Forbes siblings, I'm going to be talking to Abiding Word Ministries, the Gateway, I'm going to talk to the people outside of the country, I'm going to talk to the Forbes Academy, and I'm going to pull my weight around. And my friends, they know me. I'll come and tell them, boy, what is this? Is small. Just $2 million to Darasio, But I just want to say as we end this chat that it's really a privilege. I really believe this. You saw my reaction. It was immediate because you can't pay for this. You can. That gent was not smiling. I just had his cap there, and you saw his teeth, and he's smiling. You can't pay for that. When another call, you can another call, they're busy. Then they call you back in 2 minutes because they have nobody else maybe to call who will listen to them. So your passion, your patience, your family, your finances, your energy, everything is there. Your work. Oh boy, I hope you go and leave.
I usually take like 5 days, 10 days, and those days I focus on Jollof Care activities.
Which means you have maybe even fuel vouchers. Yes.
Yeah.
From the house to mile 2 to Joshua. And wow. So we will talk more out there. You and I, we've talked about Christmas Day and the day before Christmas. So I can't make that public because I don't want the whole country to go.
And also our trade fair, stall 316. We're selling items. Yeah.
316.
316 stadium, yes. We are participating courtesy of She Trades Gambia under the Ministry of Trade. They gave us a stall there. We're selling all the products we are selling there are handmade by the female inmates from mile 2, from table mats, shoes, crochet clothes, and many things. We have them there. They're
When does
all
the trade fair end?
31st of December.
So we have like 11 more days to go.
11. In fact, even for you, if you want, they can make tissue boxes for you with your color and logos and key holders. Recently, we had some companies, they came to...
We'll talk after this.
Sure, no problem. So key holders...
The trade fair daily ends at what time?
We're there until around 9, 10. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm usually there between 6 to 8ish. Then my 2 sales ladies are there, one prison officer and one Jollof Care Centre.
So I can go there after this program.
Yeah, sure, they're there.
All right, I'm coming, guys. I'm coming. But I said just to say thank you to you. It's been an honor talking to you. This is like a mind expansion for some of us, and I pray for those who are watching us and those who will watch this. Do something. And for those of you who are online, as soon as this program finishes, you can just it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook. Just share it. Let us all come on board. And you are hearing the dream. Christmas, Easter, Korite, Tobaski. Who knows? Maybe Pastor Forbes' birthday. Pastor Forbes at 62 in mile 2 as a birthday. Wow. I'll call all my friends to come. They have to come. We are celebrating it there.
Yeah.
The happy birthday song is there. And Isatou Jallow at 17. But I really want to say thank you. And I'm sure that sentiment is being carried by many, many people. And there are people who are shy and say, really, how can I help? The information you need is on the school. I also have it here, by the way. Her WhatsApp is 998-9315, Gambian number. So if you're outside the country, you have to prefix it by +220, +220. 220 is our country code. So +220, then 9989315. And if you want to call her in the next 5-10 minutes while she's driving, she has a Bluetooth, I'm sure, on her car, you're going to have to call 765 778 765 778. And if you want to email her, it's all on the screen. It's just Jollof Care Centre as one word. The center is the American spelling, TER, not TRE. Jollof Care Centre at gmail.com. Let's make this happen. Let's feed this 1,000 people. I hope the TV networks are going to come.
Hopefully, we'll write to them.
GRTS,
we'll write to them.
Star, iAfrica, Paradise, TFN Fatu Network, everybody, Care Fatu, everybody gotta be there. And let's show something different. That when we say a correctional facility, we actually mean a correctional facility, not an imprisonment system. Isatou, thank you.
Thank you very
If
much.
there is a young woman or an elegant woman like you, your age, or a retiree woman who wants to do something, but can you talk to them as we close and tell them what they should do? And maybe you can even hold their hand and mentor them and you start going with them. Can you tell them?
Like they want to join,
Yes.
like I'm want to have a
Yes.
foundation.
Or join you?
Join. Oh, no problem. For me, I'm just so open. Anybody that wants to join, as Pastor have read my contacts, go on, call me, and no worries. For me, as I've said earlier, I always want people to go there and see for themselves and see and I also have a reason to always be thankful to God to be where we are now. So anytime I know some will be like, not only Ruth, why, hey man, somebody may mail to, I'll be crying, I'll be emotional. Because that's one thing I always advise my people, like whoever is going there, however you want to cry, just keep a correct. Because for them, if you cry, especially the female, you start crying, you see they will start crying until and make them do 4% wrong on you, right? So but when you go there, you show them that yes, you have like you see them not as some people who are
A problem to society.
exactly, but at least like some free souls, yeah. So at least with that, just come open, and then you'll see that you have when you meet prisoners, you will be so surprised. The mentality we have of prisoners, they are all criminals, and when you have one-on-one or they'll sit with them face to face, you will see a different thing. So why not? Anybody that wants to come on board Jollof Care Centre, feel free, call me, and then I'll schedule for a meeting, then we'll meet, and then we'll take it from there.
Wow. Well, take it from there. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been my pleasure to have Mrs. Isatou Jallow here, CEO, founder, Jollof Care Centre, doing something great. Let's be a part. I am being a part. I'm going to ask many people to come on board, because by the time we are doing Jollof Care Centre 2035, 10 years from now, don't say I wished I was a part of it, because from this vision, even a rehabilitation center will be born. Some of you, it's your skills. Retirees, it's your skills. Internships, many things will happen. Let's drive it together and let's show ourselves as Gambian. Well, I don't know when next I'm coming your way, maybe in the new year, but Merry Christmas, Happy New Year in advance, and let's have a very great time on Christmas Day with Mile 2. Isatou, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure too.
Wow.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Okay, folks, that's all for now. Until we meet again. Ciao.